Hey guys, it's Miranda here at Sunshine and Grace, where I make beautiful things for life, sown in sunshine and grown in grace. Today we have another wax seal project. Let's just take a minute and look at the pretty colors there. I absolutely love these things, you guys, not kidding. We're doing stacked labels on a bulb pen. So this one is a scrap buster project, like I've been saying we were going to do. And what you do is you literally just hunt out different sizes of scraps and trim them to look kind of like rounded label-y shapes. And you stack varying sizes together to make a stack. I'm doing 5. Then you put a little piece of fiber, or you could use bling or something, and a wax seal on top. And you guys put a bulb pin on it, obviously. That is adorable. So I'm going to quickly show you each label so you can kind of see what it looks like. That one says bloom and grow. This one says enjoy the little things. I actually love the way this one came out because it's got a very antique-y look. That one just has like a leaf botanical theme. Thankful. And this one is a foreign language. And since that one is very small, if you don't want to stamp it, you don't have to. I just did happen to have a small stamp. And I just used a scrap of lace and, of course, my wax seal. And on these, they do not have to be perfect since you are punching holes in them. So this is a good opportunity to use any ones that did not come out exactly 100% round like you would like. And use them up. We're going to take I have already prearranged my scraps. I went through my scrap bucket and I found my widest scraps and sort of set them to one side. Some of these overlap because they keep getting mixed up on me while I'm trying to move them around. But, yeah, you can sort that out later. Here's like the next size. A wide variety of them. This is mostly offcuts of the 12 by 12s. Like those tear off tops. And offcuts from digitals. Some of these are from my digital kits, like this one. So this just gives you an idea. These are probably about these are about 3/4. Those are about 1 inch. Then you got some little tiny thinner ones that are probably about 1/2 inch. And then over here we've got those little like thin shaved off pieces. If I need more of these thin ones, I have a bucket of them over there. I keep these around to use just as dangles off of bulb pens all the time. We have some stamps. I have a selection laid out. And they're, kind of all over the place because I'm running over here and I'm actually going to set them up there. Miss Phoebes is here. She's laying beside me. We have our bulb pens. We have scissors, stamping block, our stays on ink, a corner rounder to make them look like labels. You don't have to have that. Scissors, a hole punch, and our pre-made wax seals. So we are good to go here, you guys. And we're going to get started on this. Okay, so I'm going to lay these off to the side because I get confused here a little bit. Okay, so we're going to pick a wide piece to bear stamp. I'm just going to take this one because it's right there on top. That's going to be our first piece. If you need to trim it down, you can. When you trim it down, just put the leftover in the appropriate pile. Actually, just going to grab that. And I don't cut anything first. I just find my pieces that I'm wanting to use and I start stacking them together to sort of get, that one goes there, get the shape and get what I want it to look like together first. And then I'll worry about trimming, because you'll find that when you start trimming, you want to try to keep your piles tidy, guys. Don't do like I did and just slam them all over the place. I don't want two musics. You'll find that you have little, I think that would look good. Yeah. Okay. And then find something out of this pile. You can see some of these probably go in the other pile, but it's okay. Doesn't really matter. Trying to find something that would look good with what I've already got, like that. Okay, and then we found our thin one. If you can find a thin one that is not super thin, you will make your life a little easier. I'm just going to say that. You should have 5 when you're done. Okay, so we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is how I do this. I take and stack them up the way I'm going to have them. And then I decide how big I want that first piece to be. How wide. I don't want it to be this wide, so I'm going to trim some of that off so that just a little bit will show. And I'll let that drop into a different pile. Okay, so I want it to be about that long on the back. And that piece is going to go over here because I won't use it. And then I come to the next one. And I cut it just a hair shorter. Can you see where that's at? And then I come to this one and cut. I just do them stacked like this because it helps me see when I've got them at the right length. Cut it just a hair shorter. Come to the next one. And what you'll see is by doing this, you don't have any waste. So you can have pieces that might get used again. And cut the last one. And there you go. You have your little stack. Okay, gather up all your cutoffs. Normally these would be back here, but because I'm trying to stay in shot, I am actually cutting over top of the pile. Okay, now you're going to take and punch your holes. I'm going to trim that one down. It's just a little wonky. Okay, there. So to punch holes, the thing that I have found the easiest is to take, I know normally we would use the little hole in the bottom. For some reason with these, where they're label shaped, I have trouble seeing where that is actually at in the paper. So what I do is I turn my things a little bit to the side. I just slide it in there to where I can actually see where it's going to hit. And I line it up. Do you see how it's sticking out there? I'm going to pull it back so that it just kisses that edge. And then I'm going to look from the side. Squeeze it till it's not quite touching, but almost. Make sure I like that where it's going. And it gets a little, well, that's not very centered, but it gets it better than if I just did it like without looking. Because I struggle with this big time. And you just lay them to the side. On these bigger ones, it doesn't matter as much because anything's going to be kind of in the center. They don't have to be exact because that kind of lets them hang funny, you know, like pretty, so that they kind of go back and, you know, they look layered. Okay, now we're going to take and stamp each one of these with an appropriate sized word or phrase. On this one, we won't stamp this one because, oh, actually we'll flip it that way maybe and stamp it. I didn't see that side. I like it better anyways. Okay, so I have already picked out most of my stamps because it was easier for me to do that. I'm wanting to use one of these though. These are new and I have not used them yet. Since this is music based, I'm going to take this violin off and I'm going to stamp it right there. See which side I like better. I like this side because it's got more black showing. Okay. Something got on that. Okay. So I'm just putting this on a stamp block. I did clean this stamp block a while ago. See if things would stick better to it because I've been having trouble with it. Okay, and this is obviously a brand new stamp, so I've never used it. And we are using black stays on in case our scraps have like shimmer or anything that would make it hard to stamp on. We want a permanent ink that won't fade. And decide now, do you want to be able to read your stamp with the hole up here or read your stamp with the hole like that? I think I want to hold it over here and read it. I don't think I thought of that on my prototype. I was just kind of throwing that together earlier today. And was a little frustrated in here, so I didn't really think that through. Okay, so you're just going to take and line it up on your paper, stamp it down, get it good and pressed, and voila, there you go. An absolutely adorable little stamp. Let's put this back. Y'all, I love these. That actually stamped really nice. They were part of Happy Mail I got a while back. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one, which is this leafy pattern. So I want a word. I think I'm going to use enjoy the moment. That one's a very bold stamp. And with all that background, you're going to want something kind of with some pizzazz to it to show up. Don't stamp on top of the other one, okay? Lay that to the side. Press it. Perfect. Okay. Pop that off. And this is why I got all the things out and laid them out, like the stamps, was so that this would go a little quicker, because it does take me a minute sometimes. I think I'm going to try this. This is a border. Let's see if that'll fit. It will, and I think it'll look pretty. And I have a few very small words that fit inside it. I don't know. I just kind of like it sometimes. It's very fancy and bougie. So how is everyone? I hope you guys are doing absolutely awesome. And that you're having a great, or you have a great week. This will come out Monday morning. I'm filming on Sunday night. See, isn't that pretty, you guys? We are all good. Everybody's doing good. I did have an accident last week and broke my ankle. Hence why I was doing things a little different this time. Because I can't really move around much. I can't stand up very easily and all that stuff. It's not the first time, so I know exactly what to do and how to deal with it. It gets on my nerves, but it could be worse. It can always be worse. This is a foreign word, but I think it's really pretty, so we're going to put it on this one. Line it up somewhere. I know you're supposed to line these with the grid, but I never do, guys. I sometimes think I try to, and then I realize that I didn't do it anyway, so I finally just gave up. All right. Stamp it. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love it. Okay. Last word. Where are we at? And this one has to be tiny because our paper's kind of small. It's got a little bit of like print to it. Would something like that fit? Too wide. Use the word bloom. What's this one? Beautiful. That will work. Okay, and just get your stamp and line it up. Hopefully you do better than I did. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, let's find a new stick because that got ruined when my hand shook. Let's find something small over here. Green would probably look okay. I can't believe my hand shook like that. Like, I mean, I can. It does it all the time. Always has. But yeah. Okay. That's just too wide for one thing. It's this one. This one's also very tiny, and I do believe is also a foreign word. I am not 100% sure about that. Actually, I think we could go with a slightly wider one than that. Those thin ones might be too thin. They're kind of problematic. So if you want to go with something wider, feel free. I don't need those out. I just need this. That's the same color though. Let's see. I had all this laid out and was like, oh, this is going to go so quick. Nothing ever goes quick with me, does it? Y'all are used to it though, so you probably don't mind too much. These don't look like they're going to blend too much. I need pink. Here we go. But that's too wide. What about a piece of this? Yeah, that'll work. I'm just eyeballing. So I think that's good. Let's put a hole punch in it. I can never get those straight. Oh, it's annoying. All right. Let's move that. That might be part of my problem. Okay, make sure we got the hole held down. There we go. Not perfect. I wobbled again, but it'll do. Okay, so we got all those. Now let's put our ink pad away because it doesn't want to dry it out. And let's pick a stamp. We're going to use that one. It's weird. It's the wrong color, but it might work because of that. All right, you want to find wherever you can get this puppy to go over it and punch a hole so that the image is still straight up and down. It's not always the easiest thing to do. And grab a bulb pen. But yeah, it was actually pretty bad. We need to find a piece of ribbon or lace or something here too. Okay, so what we do is we take we didn't punch these. You want to punch your corners, round your corners off, whatever you call it. You could ink these if you wanted to. I probably will not until I go to use them in a specific journal, because I will ink them with whatever colors I'm inking that journal or project with. And then you just want to feed it onto the thing. Does that make sense? That way they'll kind of coordinate. It makes them a little more versatile. So you can see I'm not real worried about the bottoms being perfectly straight or any of that stuff. These are just a really cute, really quick, really simple scrap buster project that I think comes out very cute. If not, it's okay. All right, and then you just put your lace on after you put all your tags on in order, and then put your wax seal on. You might want to have punched your hole up a little higher than I did. I was trying to get around that lobby spot. Okay, there you go. Now, isn't that cute, you guys? What do you think? Cute? I think it's an awesome use of the wax seals and a great scrap buster project, because if you wanted to really do this, I mean, like, you could knock out this entire stack of papers. If I wasn't talking and all that, I could have done the whole stack in probably about an hour. But I was putting way too much into it because I was talking and getting myself all caught up in talking about my, life. Okay, so you guys tell me, what do you think? Are you going to make them? If you do, tag me over on socials, Instagram, Facebook. Be on the watch out. Follow me over on Facebook and be watching, because I'm getting ready to start a page for Sunshine and Grace over there. I just haven't gotten it set up yet. So it's in the works, probably coming sometime in August. And that will be where I will be selling all of my journals, my embellishments, like pre-made embellishments. Yes, they will be available to buy. And I will also be selling digital kits over there and doing some graphic design work for people. If you are a small business that needs like logos and social media graphics, I will be doing that as well. So all of that will be coordinated through that Facebook page that's coming out. So be watching for it and be sure you follow me so you get first, you get to see it when it first comes out. All right. I think that was about everything. The wax seal kit that I use, or the melters, the melty pieces, the waxy pieces, those are linked in the description box below on Amazon. And if you do purchase through that link, I will get a small commission off of that. And you will be getting the lowest price I could find on them. So it's a win-win for both of us, and it helps me to make more videos like this. And be watching. I have a panda haul video coming out here in, my order should be in just, should be in here in about a week and a half or so. And there will be a series of videos using that, and it's going to be on stamping. So be ready for that and watching for it. And I think that's it. All right. That's just kind of what's going on. All right. I love you guys. Remember, Jesus loves you so much that he died for you. If you do not know that, then I would love, love, love to tell you about my precious Savior and tell you the greatest love story ever and get you sold for all eternity right now. So you can drop a comment or hit me up on socials, DM me, whatever. Just get a hold of me if you don't know him, and I'll tell you about him. All right. All right. That's it. I love you guys, and we will chat soon. Grace and peace. Bye-bye. Okay, stand up. Put the mic off.